everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. I'm having a bit of a suck day, actually. You know, just kind of one of those days where you're sitting around and you're like, I don't want to be with anyone. I don't want to do anything. It's a grumpy cat day. That's what it is. Those are what those days are going to be called now. It's a grumpy cat day. But I'm starting to feel a little more enthusiastic as I'm talking to you guys, because you guys always make me happy and always make me smile. So actually, soap making today is going to be for a bit more therapeutic purposes, because again, I've just been having such a grumpy cat day. I just needed something to make me happy. So we're making chocolate Decadence, which is one of my absolute favorite fragrances, favorite styles of soap. I'm running out. I needed to restock it. And so I thought, what better way to celebrate my being lonely and by myself than to make something chocolate? Without further ado, we will begin. We're soaping at 100 degrees today. I know, getting dangerous. My lye and coconut milk and aloe vera and water and kaolin clay and bamboo silk, man, that's a lot of stuff in there, is all at 100, and the oils are also at exactly 100, so good for me getting everything exactly right. Alright, I'm going to whiz this up real quick with the stick blender. I always do that just to make sure that everything is, you know, good and incorporated. I think it's probably just a personal preference thing. Well, this feels pretty. Okay, I'm going to scrape out my bowl real good. Get all the edges. Alright, this is looking really, really creamy, really scrumptious. And now I'm going to measure out the fragrance oil. Alright, so you can see it actually went white, which is weird. Okay, that's good and incorporated. So I'm going to take some aside. And this is the part that I'm going to use for swirling. And this is going to be a white-ish color, not completely white, mind you. Alright, you can see that. Very white. It won't be that white tomorrow, though. Alright, now watch this brown. This is my favorite part. And now we're going to start pouring. Now, for whatever reason, my little flappies won't stay down. I did try. I'm going to put a pretty good layer of this in. I don't know if it's the fragrance or the color here, but it does thicken up, and you do have to pour pretty fast. Now to stir that, I'm just going to take my little dish. If I can find it, dash it all. Well, I can't. So, I'm just going to take this spatula and do this. There, that ought to do it. I'm going to leave the lumps up just like that and try to add little peaks here because I'm adding a mica line. And mica lines, like I've said many times, are very easy to do, and I think if you have more texturing on top, the cooler it looks. So there's my kind of textured look there. And the mica I'm using is called Queen Catherine. It's by TKB. It's a red mica. This is going to get very messy. Another thing you can do for mica lines, and I found that this works just as well sometimes, if not better, is to add it to 90% rubbing alcohol and spray it on. That really gets everything really well, covers all the areas that you're trying to get accomplished here. It's always hard to get these edges. Okay, and then once you got a good bit on, just like that, you can't really see it much, then I'm going to blow on it. See how it moves the mic around? Ooh, I'm sure that's all up on my face now. And I don't clean my edges because I think that adds to the kind of red velvet look of it. So, this shouldn't be moving the mic line very much. It should be keeping it pretty much where it was. And we're going to make sure that I can get to the edges, and then I'll pat it down. And I'm going to go ahead and put all the white in now. All the extra white. I hope I can get this video up before Valentine's Day. My next review is Eden's Secret, which is so exciting, and I will be filming that on Valentine's Day, actually, because I won't really be actually doing anything for Valentine's Day. As sad as that is, it's totally the truth. I'm going to be alone for that. Oops, I accidentally dug into the mic line a little bit there. Whoopsie daisy. So yeah, I plan on doing a lot of filming and stuff that day, so good for you guys. Now I'm going to add a little bit more chocolate on top, and then we'll put another mica line. So you can see it's all filled up. I'm going to wipe down the edges with some alcohol, and then we're going to put the piping on top. Alright, we're back. And you see what I've done on top is I've taken some red melt and pour, which is going to be drizzled on the top of the piping, and I've taken it and kind of mixed it in with white on top. You have to pour it fast and then mix it fast, otherwise the melt and pour will set up. So I'm using an Atico 172 tip. That's the one I'm using for the piping here. Now I'm just making kind of a long movement, and then I'm going to go over and cover up the end just like this. I think this is an actual baking technique. I'm not really sure. I kind of just figured out that it worked one day. I've been using it ever since for this specific design. I don't think it takes a mastermind to do this particular piping. It's kind of just easy. You just go up and come down and go up and come down. Could you leave it like this? Absolutely. It would be gorgeous and look very, very nice. But I'm going to add some melt and pour on top because that's just the way I roll. Here it is all mixed up. And, well, it's kind of, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I have to say, I kind of need this to start working. And you're just gonna kind of drizzle up and down. Don't do this when the melt and pour is really hot. That's something I found, because it won't stay in lines. It'll just run all over the place, and that doesn't look as nice. Here's the rest of my white piping. I do have each one marked for where the piping needs to go. It's just not very obvious to the camera because there isn't actually a pencil line there. these are just the markers. Of course, I'll come back and add more, depending on how much piping I have to each one. Now, there's still a little more in there, but we're going to go ahead and put some more red on top. Just like this. This is also going to kind of help glue the soap balls in place. Put a little more on each one. I'm keeping my gloves on. No, I'm not. Who are we kidding? I never keep my gloves on for this. I just can't do it. Alright. Here's the first one. And I'm just going to continue to go down the line until all of these have been put in nicely. Alright, there they all are on top. As you can see, I put two little ploppity plops next to it because I had a little bit of extra white piping. And now I'm going to run this over the top of the soap balls just to kind of give it a, you know, drizzly chocolate look. Make sure there's a little on each one, and we're finished. Okay, and this is what it looks like. My brother said it looks like blood. What a toad. But it does kind of. I will be back tomorrow to cut this. Alrighty, we're back the next morning. So you can see it's completely the same color, and that's because I went ahead and put the mica in it, even though it was going to discolor. And here's the two red mica lines and some white down there, and there's not as much white as there's going to be in the rest of it.
It's a little bright in here.
Yeah, it is a little bright here.
It smells like cookies, chocolate chip cookies or brownies or something.
Yeah, there we go. That's more what it's going to be. There's a little hole right there. I love the wavy mica lines. I think those look delicious.
Yeah, they look great. They smell delicious.
Divine. Okay, the key to getting those little bitty swirls down at the bottom is to not overmix. I see so many people do that. When they make their soap, they'll take their spoon and keep stirring, and it's like, no, you only need like one turn.
So like one or two swirls.
Yeah, that's it. Because otherwise you'll just get everything mushy. That's something...
Looks like blood. Look, blood is drizzled on the top.
Yes, that's what Kenny said.
It's a Halloween bar.
That's something I noticed that I don't particularly like about Soap Queen, is that she always, in my opinion, overmixes her colors and then ends up having soaps that don't really have bold, vivid colors because it's been mixed so much.
Maybe she doesn't want bold, vivid colors.
She might not. It's probably just my soaping style that I like it. And again, this white won't stay this white. And this brown will turn a really dark brown, like a black almost.
Yeah, it almost looks gray right now.
Yeah, but it won't stay gray.
Look, bread.
Yes, Mother hath homemade bread.
Sometimes, when I make it.
She makes the fancy kind too, not just like, here's a bread packet. She makes it all from scratch.
Ooh. That's where the hole came from on the other bar.
Yeah, is you going, ooh.
Steven. It's from Steven.
It's from Steven. Radio kills the radio star. Look what you did. You did that yesterday. It's been stuck in my head since yesterday.
Well,
that song. I don't even know it. That's all I know of that whole song.
that's because it's a sweet 80s song.
Sweet 80s song. I just agree. I think it's not very sweet at all.
Do 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 do. Do do do.
No. Ooh! Oh, I know. I
So
should
it's the
have banged
holes.
that a little harder, but
Is that what that's from? Not banging?
yeah, not banging it getting too thick, and then me not banging it down good enough, which I thought I did. But
Pictures came and broke your heart.
ah, no. I'm not
We
saying that.
can't rewind, we've come too far.
I'm not going to say that.
Oh.
No, shut up. I'm not going to say that our music today is any better than that,
No.
because it's not.
It's bad in a different way.
It's just, yes, it's just bad in a different way.
But that one's catchy and it has, different sounds in it with the little sounding like an old, Victrola.
Yeah.
And it was a clever little song. Catchy, fun, happy. And that's something I can't say about all the music of today. It's like,
Not catchy fun.
I'm dying. I'm dying. And everyone around me died. It's
more
very
about-
angsty.
I love my boyfriend.
Well, or it's
I love him so much.
or it's very angsty
Angsty.
and depressive. Look, a little piece for me.
That is a little sample piece to go
Oh, yes,
in
I
bars
mean,
if you order
But
more
look
than
at that.
5
That's not going to
products.
be thick enough for samples.
Yes, it is.
What?
What? Yes.
Maybe together they would have been.
You're just selfish.
Selfish or grateful for the beautimous
I'm gonna go ahead and say
soaps.
selfish.
What?
Since you get all the scraps anyway.
Scraps. She throws me scraps from the table.
That's right.
This is all you get. You can forget eating a good meal.
Hey, Pin.
You can forget
Stop
having
it.
a beautiful, perfect bar. You're eating scraps. You're bathing with scraps. What is this?
That is a pretend tattoo to make me happy. It was for, I was sad yesterday, and I wanted a little something to make me happy, so I put a butterfly where I could see it.
Why were you sad?
I was just kind of in one of those moods. What did we say, folks? What did we say the mood I was in yesterday? It was grumpy cat mood. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the making and cutting of Chocolate Decadence. These should be in the Etsy shop available on March 13th. And we hope to see you all soon. So bye for now.